Hi everyone, myself is Chandra Kumar, Assistant Professor in Kungnadu College of Engineering and Technology, Tottiam. Today we are going to see about the Automobile Engineering Unit 2 Engine Auxiliary Systems. So we are taking a topic today, injection system. So on types of injections, we are seeing one by one. So fuel into the cylinders by means of pump rather by the means of suction created due to the movement of piston is called fuel injection. We are all known about that fuel injection. In SI engines, fuel injection pumps are often used instead of conventional carburetors. The primary difference between the carburetor and fuel injection. In that fuel injection automates the fuel through a small nozzle under high pressure, while carburetor relies on suction created by the intake air accelerated to the venturi tube. So this is the big difference between that fuel carburetor and fuel injection. So diesel engine do not use spark plugs to ignite the fuel when sprayed or injected directly into the cylinders. Instead, they are relying the heat created by the compression air in the cylinder to ignite the fuel. So requirements of good fuel injection system, the beginning as well as the end, the injection should sharply takes place. So from the beginning to end, the sharply injection will be takes place. The fuel is atomized to the required degree. The fuel is distributed throughout the combustion chamber for better mixing. The fuel is injected at correct time in the cycle. So these are the basic requirements. Then injection system for SI engine, the multi-point injection system and monopoint injection system. So the multi-point injection system, from the diagram it shows they have a multi-spray fuel sprays with the throttle body and fuel injection system. The manifold will have a multi-points for the fuel spray and the air intake system. And monopoint injection system, we seen about that there is only one injector for spraying the fuel for the whole system. So this is a very big difference between the monopoint and multi-point. The fuel system supply system in the diesel engine. In the petrol engine, the carburetor is employed to mix the air-fuel mixture in a desired ratio, but in the diesel engine, air alone is compressed into the cylinder. So this is a major difference. The high pressure is about 35 bar to 40 bar, and the temperature of the air after compression is about 600 degrees Celsius. They have a big difference between the pressure and as well as the temperature. The fuel is injected through the fuel nozzle in the fine atomized form, the pressure higher than the pressure of the air. So this is the basic diagram. The diesel tank to the pump and to the filter and to the fuel pump, and the injector can inject the fuel into the cylinders. If there is any leakage, the leakage diesel will be going to the filter once again and going to the filter fuel pump. Then the fuel injection system for a diesel engine as shown in the above figure. It consists of fuel tank, fuel pump, fuel filter, fuel injection pump and injectors. The fuel is pumped in the fuel injection pump from the fuel tank to the fuel filter. So this is a basic one. Then air injection system, airless injection system, they have two types. Initially air is compressed at very high pressure. The fuel is metered and pumped to the nozzle. This method is not used nowadays because it is very complication and as well as expensive. They have a solid injection system, greatly replaced the above one. The fuel under pressure is directly injected into the combustion chamber in atomized state. They have furtherly classified unit injection system or common rail injector system. We need to see in the unit and common rail. First one, unit injector system. This is the diagram shows the individual pump or unit injector system. They have a 4 phases: fill phase, spill phase, injection phase and pressure detection phase. So first of all, fill phase, the fuel from the supply duct into the chamber. So we need to supply the fuel from the duct to the chamber. And spill phase, the plunger of the pump on the way down, the fluid down return to the duct. So they have excess fuel in the spill phase. That after the spilling, the fluid return to the duct. The injection phase, the solenoid valve is energized, fluid flow is closed, the fuel cannot pass back into the return duct and it is compressed by the plunger until the pressure exceeds. So in the injection phase, the fuel is injected, the fuel flows cannot pass back to the return duct. So the plunger until the pressure exceeds, the opening pressure will have. The pressure reduction phase, the excess fuel can return into the duct. The diagram shows that they have a low pressure fuel can be exceeded to the high pressure fuel by through the injection nozzles. The second one, common rail direct injection system, the CRDI, it's short form called as CRDI. It have a good fuel efficiency and low carbon emissions, carbon monoxide emissions, so reduce harmful effects. The combustion takes place directly into the main chamber. It injects the fuel diesel 5 times more accurately than the normal injection. The various components of CRDI system are high pressure fuel pump, common fuel rail, injectors, engine control unit. The diagram shows from that multi-cylinder fuel pump, the fuel tank, from the fuel tank, the fuel is goes into the cylinders by using a common rail system. The diagram shows clearly. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.